Good morning and welcome back to Blackness on what is a grey, dreary February morning. Not the warmest. It's been chucking it down all the way here. I'm going to tempt fate and say that the rain has stopped momentarily. But we're on to our 7th stage of the John Muir Way, walking from Blackness through to Cramond Brig. Around about 13 miles today, mostly along the coast, and I think the highlight of the day is going to be passing under the Forth bridges at Queensferry. So we'll see you on the trail. Blackness Castle back in the distance. Nice to have the tide out just at the moment, but I think it's coming in quite rapidly. The woodland here, though's been hit pretty hard. There's a lot of wind blowing. Quite a few trees just snapped over like this one. So again here they've got their work cut out tidying this lot up. Looks like an old beach that's just snapped in half. This path is just lovely. It's nice and soft underfoot.
Yeah.
Well made. All part of the Hopetoun house. Really enjoying this morning. Even though it's really grey. On a good clear day you get some fantastic views of the bridges. But we'll be right up underneath them once we're in Queensferry. Just sneaking out the trees there, the Hopetoun house. I think it is open to visit during the summer. Not quite a spectacular place. And this looks like we're in a deer park. And just over in amongst the trees there are the deer. Few impressive sets of antlers on that lot.
I like the owl.
That's three impressive structures. So Queensferry crossing this side, Forth Road Bridge in the middle, and the Forth Bridge at the back. And that is some piece of engineering, really. Built in the wake of the Tay Bridge disaster, really. They were making sure that it wasn't going to fall down. Just been a bit of a walk through a housing estate there to come in, but finally we've passed the 2 road bridge so we can get a clear view of the rail bridge. And never fails to impress me, this structure. Quite incredible bit of engineering. Queensferry, or South Queensferry anyway. So the next stop I think is to find somewhere for lunch. Yeah. Don't see anything saying that they do food though, that's a...
Sorry?
Is that a cafe?
You've got none left.
The old ferry pier as well, which is how they would have got across the river before the Forth Road Bridge was built in the 60s.
It's one heck of a impressive structure.
It is, really is. And you know, no matter how many times I see it, it never fails to impress me. Some nice sandy beaches here, but it's not the sort of day you want to be lying there in a swimming costume, I can tell you. Aye. So you might just be able to make it out in the water there. That's Cramond Island, and it's worth a visit. It's well off route, but you can always get the bus up and bus back from Barrington. It's only about 5 minutes on the bus, It's reached by a causeway from Cramond village. The only downside is if you're not paying attention to the tides, you can get stuck there. So if you do go across, just make sure you know what the tide times are and that you can get back across. There's always people having to be rescued from it. There's been a plethora of castles on this route. This one's got quite an amusing name off the top of my head. Oh, that'll be on the gate here. Maybe. It's a bit of a windswept position. What's this one called? Barrhill Castle and Gardens. There we are. And this one's Dalmeny House, and obviously in the process of being renovated at the moment. So I can't really show you what it's like, you know. Maybe see if I can rustle up a picture online somewhere. Oh, snowdrops. I'm not sure who it's run by, if it's Historic Scotland, the National Trust, or private. Oh, and oh, we're going to leave the cycle route and go down by the foreshore and potentially get a bit wet, judging by the spray that's coming up over the shoreline here. I'll get a better view of Cramond Island now, and the line of the causeway. Route's taken into woodlands here, and you wouldn't think we're just a stone's throw from Edinburgh. And really most of the day we've been sort of detached from the world. Quite a lot of noise from the M90 when we passed under the bridges at South Queensferry, but it's actually been fabulous today, and even on a pretty grim grey February day, this has been a super section of trail. Really enjoyed it, and again there's plenty to see here. There's visitors attractions in Queensferry, as well as the bridges. You got Hopetoun House, Blackness Castle right at the start, Dalmeny House we've just passed. You know, so plenty of things to see and do and keep you occupied if you're doing this really slowly. But so far I'm being constantly surprised by this trail. Although I will still mourn about the canal sections because they're pretty grim and a bit of a slog. Nice big tree right in the middle of the screen. Yeah, I think if you were doing the Scottish National Trail or a Land's End to John O'Groats, or John O'Groats to Land's End, whichever way you're doing it, both of those just take you right across central Scotland and the canal. I think I would go a bit stir crazy doing that, especially on such long trails. But the John Muir Way, very accessible and gets you where you need to be, so absolutely an option for that, and far better than walking right across central Scotland on the canal. Okay, of course it'll up the distance a bit, but the number of people that I've seen doing these things that absolutely hate it, and I get it. Sort of 50-60 miles in canal towpath on tarmac sends you a bit loopy, I think. I just love that sound of the water rolling over the stones on the way back out. That's fantastic. Eagle Rock down there. There's Cramond Island, and you can see the causeway, and that's Cramond village itself, but we can't actually get to Cramond village from here because there's a river in the way. So you've actually got to go all the way up to Cramond Brig, and then if you wanted to come into the village, it's a good 2-3 miles down. As I said earlier, you can get the bus in if you want to visit, but for now we're heading away from the coast, and that's going to be the last time we see it until we're the other side of Edinburgh. Just looking east towards Edinburgh. It's all pretty misty at the moment. In the background you've got the Pentland Hills to the south of Edinburgh, and the lump there I think is Cramond Hill, and the John Muir Way goes up over that. And that'll be part of the next stage for us, visiting Cramond Tower, and then drops down past the zoo. There's the aircraft taking off. Goes right past Murrayfield Stadium, joins back up with the Union Canal for a bit as well, and then into the city centre. So next stage will be interesting. I'm not exactly sure what we'll be doing on it. From this point on we'll be doing it public transport, which is going to be so much easier. There's so many places to get in and out the trail, and it can all be done by bus pretty much all the way out to Dunbar. So looking forward to that. We're not going to have the logistical problems of leaving a car at either end of the trail. So last kilometre or so to Cramond Brig, just to go. We're rapidly closing in on the car now at Cramond, and that about wraps up stage 7 of our John Muir Way. So once again, I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please leave a comment, give us a like, and even think about subscribing. we don't bite, and I'll hopefully see you for the next stage through Edinburgh. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye for now.